Sports Center.
Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. We got a lot of games to cover, so let's get to it. In our first game this week, we had the Patriots come away with a decisive 10-point win. The Panthers won this contest and will now move to second place in the NFC South. Ace, Deuce, and plenty of use McAllister rushed for 2 touchdowns and helped his Bears beat the Jaguars. Denard Walker played well despite the loss and showed us why he's ranked up at the top of the league. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Marquise Hill will be on the move. You see it there. He'll be getting a nice little payday, too. 6 years, $8.0 million, plus a $1.6 million signing bonus. Michael Myers will also be locked up for a while as he signs a healthy 6-year contract with the Steelers. This guy will have a new place to call home as he accepts a new contract. 4 years, $3.6 million. This guy will also be locked up for a while as he signs a healthy 6-year contract with the Cardinals.
Way up in the northern plains in Minnesota, we had the Vikings get sent away with a 7-point loss. Over at Heinz Field, we had the Steelers edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. The Titans defense held their opponents to under 50 rushing yards in their win at Nashville. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Tony Gonzalez won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. He's suffering from a pulled calf muscle, and that'll keep him out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own mash unit. Javon Walker might be the biggest loss on this list. Doctors confirming the worst this week, a torn hamstring. And that'll put him out for the rest of the regular season. On to the serious news of the week. Darrell Jackson will miss the remainder of the year. And this is a big blow to this passing game because he was obviously a main target. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
The Bills lost at home and will have to hit the road to meet the Bengals. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Colts win their 9th game of the year. The Packers won this contest but will stay at the first place in the NFC North. Santana Moss pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his Cardinals beat the 49ers. Dwayne Rudd played well despite the loss and showed us why he's ranked up at the top of the league. Down in Dallas in the Lone Star State, we had the Cowboys come away with a tie. Over at M&T Stadium, we had the Ravens decisively win by 17 points. The Dolphins' defense held their opponents to under 150 passing yards in their win at Invesco Field at Mile High. And last but not least, we had the Raiders come away victorious.
All right, Boomer, thanks. Time to check out our playoff races now as December is officially upon us. Let's start it out with a look at the AFC. And now checking things out over in the NFC playoff race. So that's how things shape up. Still plenty of intriguing matchups upcoming as we get closer and closer to January. And that'll do it from here. Chris, let's send it back over to you.
That'll do it here for Pivotal Week 14. Things ought to get very interesting over the next 3 weeks, huh? Before we go, my prime-time players' game balls go out to a few gentlemen that are pushing their teams toward the playoffs. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.